Welcome back to another Isaac Daily, and I felt like, you know what, let's play a little TAzazel. I need to get beat up Beastie, so I was like, hey, you know what, let's do a little Azazel. And hopefully, I didn't know you could do this, but we can slowly sneeze our consumables out from there. Little tip and trick. I haven't been doing that recently, showing little stuff like that, which you can employ in your runs to make them better. And since we're fighting Beast, I'm actually not going to take the item until we end up getting a planetarium. Because every time you skip a planetarium, if you look at our little stat things at the left side there, at the very bottom, you'll see that there is, in fact, a Planeterium Chance, and that is one of the mods I have. One of the very few mods I have. That, Lucky Penny, the rules mod, but the rules mod is turned off right now. And just, okay, a random... I don't know why... I'm actually a little lost for words there. Why? Why was there a reroll just sitting there? Anyway, but yeah, if you're new to the videos, I tend to talk about pretty much anything and everything under the sun. I mostly try to stick with little tips and tricks on how to play certain characters and stuff like that, even though I'm not like the best player myself. But you know, sometimes I try. I have pretty good knowledge. Now applying said knowledge is another thing. But what we're going to do is take care of that, and old Dookie here is going to be spawning all those flies with that mark, and what that mark does... Oh, Jesus juice. We should do a full clear, just to make sure we don't have a first floor planetarium, even though it's a 1% chance I have gotten them. But that little mark above old Dookie's head there that you saw was, in fact, a... we don't have a bomb or anything. We should... nah, I'm not going to go into the shop. We don't have a bomb, just in case there's like a 15-cent item in there. The cheapest an item can be is a 10-cent item, so I'm not gonna bother about it. But I completely forgot what I was gonna talk about. Yeah, the mark above Dookie, that's what I was talking about. It will... That little mark makes us that way our brimstone, since we're TAzazel, it does less damage, as you can see how thin it is. Makes us that way our brimstone does more damage, and when it explodes via killing an enemy, that mark can be applied to other enemies. So it's kind of like a weird contagion-esque thing, I guess you can call it that. Now, our brimstone damage isn't that bad, considering we just got Jesus juice on the last floor. So these early mobs aren't going to be that devastating. Let's try to get... There we go. Get that explosion damage in there. It's pretty good. We got one more mark. Kind of sad. Well, it's actually kind of a good thing we got Curse of the Lost on the second floor, because the second floor isn't all that bad. Now, with Painted Azazel here, you really do need to employ your sneezes as much as you can. Since we do have a bomb, I will go into the shop, and there's Humbling Bundle. Okay. Well, since we're achievement hunting right now, or not achievement hunting, but getting unlocks and whatnot, I am going to look for... blow up the donation machine so that way we can have a better chance at completing what we want. Now, this run, I don't know how long it's going to take. That's going to depend on how long it's going to take the game to give us a planetarium. Ooh, Dolly. Okay, the tears up. And we'll continue on. Now, I am not very good at discerning the range of... Look at that, good damage. Discerning the range of the sneeze. So that's going to take a little practice, but, you know, over time, it'll work. Do I want a devil deal? If we get regular brimstone, I think that's not bad. I will take Backstabber. Eye of the Cult, or not Eye of the Cult, that was Ocular Rift. I really love Ocular Rift. I really do. I think it's a great item. Being able to suck enemies and even projectiles into one spot can help keep you safe. Okay. We can reach these enemies across the rocks. Achoo! Sneeze on them. So we're moving backwards and to look to see if we've done a full clear. That way, just to make sure we aren't skipping a planetarium. Now, this run's going to take a little extra time. Oh, I thought we had a bomb. That's why I came back to that room. We could check in here, and it was a little bit not worth it. I was saying that just because we have the full card, so we can get out for free. But I guess that's it for this floor, and we'll just head on down. Did not get a planetarium, but each time we don't get one, the chance of it increases. As you see right now, we have a 21% chance. The next floor should be 41. It should go up to 41%. Let me go ahead and break this poop for that one guy that left that comment saying that he disliked the video because I didn't do that. And we'll head on down. Now, it is okay that we're skipping the item rooms. I know some people are going to be yelling at me for that. Or possibly yelling at me for that. We will come back to those item rooms on the ascent because we are going to go fight Beast. So we will also be in when we get down to, I think it's Guyana? The stage right before the stage where you pick up Dad's note to start going onto the ascent. There we go. You can also skip that item room, even though you've already got a planetarium. And there we go. There's our planetarium. And that was only a 41% chance. Alright, so on this floor and onwards... Ooh, we got Mercurius, which is a speed up. And onwards, we can actually pick up our item room now. Item rooms, I should say. Alright. Let's see what's in here. The D6. Okay. That's not too bad. We can take a bad item and turn it into a good item. Okay. There we go. One more. And yeah, we have bombs. We can go into here. Do we... We don't have the money. If we can get one more penny, I'll come back and re-roll the room. Oh, that's not a penny. That is a troll bomb. Thank you very much. Now, we don't have to do these rooms because we have Mercurius, which allows us to, as you see, the rooms are open. However, I still want to do them for the possibility of, you know what, we have many charges there, so that changes it. Stopwatch is good. It gives us even more movement speed. So we're looking for a penny now. Just one penny. That is... we do have the bombs to make that work. But I think I'm going to hold on to them. Mostly because of that right there. If it was a desperate attempt, then yeah, I would use a bomb to try to get the nickel. But it wasn't necessary. So we have even more movement speed now. And I think we're just going to go to the boss now. Let's see what we can get. Oh, it's a dark one. Take him out quickly. Try to avoid that brimstone. And we get an HP upgrade, which I may re-roll here. Yeah, okay. Speedball is acceptable. And I think we'll just head on down. Now, the problem with Beast and doing that tactic that I just did is that it's kind of hard to do it on characters that aren't all that strong to begin with. Let's say like base Isaac. Skipping multiple floors as the base... we'll use the Isaac, or the flying card in here. Base Isaac, and even some of the just regular characters, is pretty difficult because your damage is low, but TAzazel here does have a little bit help through the use of its brimstone. And I'm feeling a little too floaty right now. I think 2 movement speed is a little too high for me. But it does help when moving throughout these floors faster. Ooh, a luck upgrade. It's not too bad. Need to be cautious. There we go. We even found the secret room. Okay, let's see what's in here. Rune bag. Rune bag's good. It's gonna give us a rune. Every other room. Now, realistically, with Mercurius that we have right now, we should be flying through these rooms. However, like I said earlier, I want the consumables. And we might as well do the ball since we're here. Keep sneezing, keep that mark on it. There we go. You get Roid Rage. Okay, well, there you go. There's Spun, which gives us 3 damage. Wow. Now, I have talked a lot about synergies and whatnot, where synergies are very important, which they are. Another very important aspect of Isaac is actually the transformations. Now, some of them don't really do anything. I think Bob's brain doesn't, or the Bob transformation doesn't do anything. But ones like Spun increases your damage and all that other stuff. Awaz, we can use it. We need to find a little doodad on the floor. I don't want either of these, so I'm gonna re-roll this. Trinket Smelter. Trinket Smelter is good, but we don't have any trinkets. We don't have any on the floor either. A wafer. Okay. Let's... Oh! Okay, we almost got hit there. The wafer's gonna half all damage down to half a heart's worth of damage. So that means later in the floors, later on, when enemies are doing 1 full heart damage, we'll be taking a half heart, which essentially doubles our HP. Alright, let's see what's in our item room. It's gonna be a little dumpy. Okay, welcome along, buddy. Little Dumpy's a pretty decent. He actually got buffed in the big patch that did a bunch of nerfs and buffs and changes to stuff. Where he will now, I forget what exactly he did before, but now he will do like a little fart that will stop projectiles and also enemies. And essentially it acts like a weird holy mantle, I would have to say. Whoa, just like that. Good job, little Dumpy. There we go. Got a nickel for our troubles. The Ankh. I'm actually gonna re-roll that because I don't want to be Blue Baby. Even though if you're doing just a regular run and you're not going for any achievements or unlocks like I am, I would recommend picking up the Ankh because it's a sure, we'll take them all again. I would because it is a respawn, an extra life. We have Necropolis 1, Hagalaz. I'm actually gonna use our Empress here. So that way we can get rid of this Fallen much quicker. And we get Goat Head, okay. Goat Head's not gonna matter too much. Neither of these. Judas' Shadow is good, like I said, but it falls under the same problem as the Ankh. I don't want the the respawn. Because I'm trying to beat Hush as TAzazel, or not Hush, Beast as. We might as well use this now. Gives us a bunch of soul hearts, and we'll do one more room so that way we can re-roll. Give me that. Run fast, so that way we don't have to worry about the homing tears from those purple fires. But they only shoot once, so keep that in mind. So once they've already shot, then you're good to stick around them. Alright, the intruder's not too bad. Now, another transformation is Spider Baby. When you pick up a bunch of spider items, you can... spider enemies actually then become friendly towards you, minus the boss. We should go to the store. We're 14 minutes in. We only have one more floor until we have to go find our Fool card. So we'll figure this out. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, which you probably are, because I'm still really small. Let's just go through this. Like I said earlier, I tend to talk about, you know, different strategies and stuff that you can employ with different characters and whatnot. And if you're not, well, I would say if you weren't a new person, but this applies to anyone. If you have anyone that you're having trouble with, you can ask me, and I can probably do a video on it. We should try to see what these are. I'm a little bit of an idiot because I can just use the Hoglaws here. High Priestess, sure. And we get BFF. I'll take BFF. And a Soul Heart. What's this card? Joker card. That's not needed because we have... I mean, it is a teleportation card. But it's not necessary. We have Goat Head, so it doesn't matter. So I guess that's it for this floor. We'll just head on down. 15 minutes in. It's pretty fast. Thanks to Mercurius and movement speed. Movement speed, you know, as long as you're over, I believe, 1.3, you're pretty good. That's just my own personal opinion. My ideal movement speed is actually somewhere around 1.6-ish. Somewhere around there. It just feels good. Alright, and as you can see, the intruder got activated because we took damage, and it's going to be that spider that jumps around and bites things. Okay, so we found our Fool card. So if we come across the boss room, then we can just go ahead and fight Mother. Sneeze and Brimstone. Sneeze and Brimstone. You gotta utilize the sneezes on TAzazel. I mean, if you're in a rough spot, you can rely on the Brimstone. However, it's not that strong. The reason we're doing so much right now is because we have a little bit of a damage upgrade. Let's see, do we get our key back? We do. Thanks to Humbling Bundle, we get 2 keys now. Let's go through here. I think the boss is going to be this way. And there it is. We have the Fool card. Keeper. I'll use it now. Thank you, Humbling Bundle. We got a lot of money. Wow. Place a bomb. Sneeze. Brimstone. Sneeze. Brimstone. It's very monotonous. However, that's just how the character is played. Sneeze. Brimstone. And it doesn't matter which one we take here, but we'll take the Polaroid. The Pact. The Pact. It's a part Leviathan. It does give us 2 soul hearts, and it's a tears and damage up. So I guess we'll go ahead and take it. We only really lose out on 1 soul heart. Let's see. Fast bombs would be good against Beastie, but maybe we can get something better. Rubber cement. Okay, rubber cement isn't bad. And I don't feel like doing boss rush. Rubber cement is going to bounce our brimstones here, as you see right there, and the return does actually do damage. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna blow that up. And rubber cement's pretty good if you have a very good run, with lots of tier effects. You can bounce the tiers back, which do a considerable amount of extra damage. It's very nice. Soul of Azazel, sure, I'll go ahead and take it. Sharp straw. I think I'm gonna take sharp straw because if you look at the item description, it deals Isaac's damage. So right now it's doing 12.64 plus 10% of the enemy's max health to all enemies in the room. That is crazy. That's very, very good. And if all my years of gaming has told me 10% of, well, anything's max HP is very, very good. So we'll be heading on. Now you gotta be a little careful on this stage. Honestly, I should be running through these rooms and not dealing with them. And just trying to find our specialty rooms. Trying to conserve HP. This is a dead end. So we're just doing mapping right now. Now, yeah, this is a little cowardly, and I tend not to do this. However, I do want the achievement. And it is part of the item to do it. Let's try to find... Actually, I ended up getting feared here. We can't do anything. There we go. Let's move to the left here. I was definitely going to get hit if I... that is so satisfying, all those explosions going off. That last room, the reason I cleared it was because I was definitely going to get hit. So let's use our bomb here. Here's another little technique you can do. Place a bomb and kick it. Ta-da! And thanks to the troll bomb, it moved those two bombs away. So we got our bombs back for essentially free. The gauze, which is another soul heart, so we'll pick it up. And we're just looking for the store. Gotta be careful, those deacons, they will do a cross attack. And this is our last store. We'll buy this just for the keys. I mean, we might as well buy everything. We don't have a store anymore. What is this? The tower? I think I'll hold on to it. Now, does this do anything with our brimstone? No, it doesn't. Okay. That's another thing that happens a lot on this channel, is that we will find... there's no reason to go to our item room because one of the items is going to be a blind item, and I'd like to be able to see what that item is. Going into the scent like we are now does reveal that item. Another thing you can do, if you're trying to get the tainted characters with cracked key, the way to get the cracked key to get the tainted characters on the ascent is if you have a trinket with you, that's how you get the cracked keys. Right before you pick up Dad's note right here, you can drop it like this and then pick up Dad's note and then it'll transform. That's something I learned a little while ago. And there's a tinted rock right here next to the X, and it's a mega chest. Okay, let's see what's inside of it. Sure, I'll take Gimpy. Rerolls obstacles, we'll use it in the room. Could give us another tinted rock. It did not, and it locked that spike in. That's pretty funny. I don't like these guys. Normally whenever I go down to Guyana down here, or even the alt stages. Okay, well, they're both bad. GB bug, it has its places. However, it's not. I don't think it's that good of an item. I don't like basically a familiar stealing my loot. That's also why I don't like little portal. There's our D6. Got another Soul of Azazel. That's also why I don't like little portal. I don't like the different bums. Like bum key. I mean, unless you have pay to play, bum key is good then. Because then keys are no longer needed. But bum friend as well. Ooh, we need flying. Maybe we can find a fool card. You know, little stuff like that that can improve your run. We will actually look inside this. These 2 bombs. Probably not going to be worth it. But, you know, that's for the satisfaction. Normally I would say don't do that. And there's a Tenant Rock in this room. I'll give you a sec to find it. I don't know if you can find it. It's right here. This rock right here. You can tell by the little X on the bottom right of it. So we'll blow it up. Get ourselves another soul heart. Oh. Accidentally backed out of the room there with Mercurius. Backstabber is doing a fantastic job. What that's doing is it's doing a little effect which does a bleed and also causes them to cause, well, not bleed, but it causes them to take more damage. Oh, be careful here. Got some exploding flies. Okay, so we've already been through. Actually, I'm going to take the Soul of Isaac right now. So that way when we get into the later floors, if there's a... honestly, we should just be running through here. With Mercurius. I don't know why. I'm sitting here talking. I don't know why I'm doing these rooms. Especially that room. That room is a pain. Let's run. I don't need to be in here. Still need to find our item room. Not that way. Nope. I think it's this way. There we go. Oh, we already got our item room. Just got to remember when it is that we start skipping. I think it was the first 3 or first 2 floors. Okay, here we go. Pick this up, go into here, and it's gonna be Worm Friend. Okay, Worm Friend is gonna grapple an enemy and hold on to him. Yeah, use the straw there. Poke him. Poke the bear with a stick, and we'll hold them down. And it's very good against bosses. It's kind of like a mini Athamas Chains. Which way? Did we already go this way? No. We need to go down and then to the left. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Now we should be looking for our item room.
Where are you going? Wait! We need you!
Which is in this floor. Take out Dingle here. Sneeze. Brimstone. Now, for the beast fight, I probably... Fate's Reward. Do we want that? Scapular's not bad. I'm probably going to take Fate's Reward just for the extra damage. There wasn't another item later on. I mean, there is one more item left, but... It's a mom item. A random mom item. So, wow. We're already here. If you come to the Ascent and you only have soul hearts and you're low HP, you can sleep in the bed, obviously, to get 3 soul hearts back. However, if you have red hearts, it'll heal you for the red hearts. So, keep that in mind. And I think that's going to be it. We get Mom's Contact, which is freezing, which isn't too bad. And, alright. Here we go. This is for the posted note. I gotta fight Delirium, so I'll do that at some point. And yes, the sneeze works on the TV here. And I walked into it. So we're going to be getting a little extra damage from infestation. I should be using the straw more. There we go. Use a bomb. Oh, Worm Buddy's got him. Yeah, there you go. It's kind of weird seeing a brimstone beam coming from a disembodied, well, a beheaded body. I don't know where that soul heart came from, but I'll take it. Get him, Worm Buddy. Yeah, there you go. And Worm Buddy does do damage. So, and it's not no damage. Saw that soul heart right at the end there. And now we gotta fight the different horsemen. Yeah, there you go. And you get another sneeze on them. There we go, we're attacking his toes. Mom's contact doing real good job there. Gotta watch out. We do have a holy mantle. Come here, little dumpy. We do have a holy mantle right now. I'll just... No, we went into the fire. I couldn't get it. Get nice and close here so we get both the sneeze damage and the brimstone damage. Now, here we're going to back up a little bit because we have to stay way out of that gas cloud. Oh, we got hit by the flies, but that's alright. Thanks to Wafer, we're only taking half a soul heart's worth of damage. Alright. Come here, little dumpy. Come back up. Get out of the lava. Gotta find the right spot. Get up. The explosion's going to do half the cross attack there. We got mom's contact freezing him. We got Worm Buddy holding on to him. I think the worst horseman for me to fight is probably going to be Death, which is at the end. Watch him shake his head right there. Shake his head like, come on, War, how could you? So we're gonna move over. We're gonna pick up a little dumpy, so we have that little gas effect, which is gonna protect us once until we pick him up again. We got the backstabber effect going, so we're doing extra damage to with our brimstone. There we go. We took out Death. The last time I fought Death, I fought him on stream, and I thought he had died, but he was doing his reap attack, and he ended up reaping me. So with Beastie here, it's going to be a little hard to get the brimstone effect off, or the sneeze. Sneeze mark, but we'll be using bombs here. Maybe we can get it off when it stops, like that. There we go. We got the sneeze effect. Should be using the straw. When Beast is sucking in like this, it's probably best to stay on the very back so you can maneuver yourself pretty easily. And she stopped, so go up. I accidentally ran into her, so you don't want to go too far. Oh, there we go. That's some good backstabber damage. Where are you going, little dumpy? Get over here. Yeah, I'm going to take a little damage picking you up, but you know what? You need to stick with the team. Now, this is probably the easiest phase once you get through the first, because it's basically just like a big gauntlet run. And I got 3 more bombs. Very important that you can use them. And we get a sharp straw kill. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. We got TAzazel's Rage out of that. So that's a good unlock. Well, if you like what you see, stick around. There'll be more. I'll be putting out some different content and whatnot. And yeah, so more to come. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye now.